Good day, ladies and gentlemen. Today we're going to be talking about dialogue and narrative beat. So, our learning intention is that we are learning to write dialogue and narrative beat. Our success criteria is I can write dialogue correctly, I can identify and explain the purpose of narrative beat in another person's writing, I can use dialogue in a variety of ways in my own writing, and I can mix dialogue with action and emotion. First of all, what is narrative beat anyway? Narrative beat, also called action beats, enrich characters' voices by telling us about their emotions, their movements, and their intentions while they are speaking. They can even tell us who's speaking and whether their speech is reliable or not. And they can ensure that readers don't become bored. Now, that was written by Louise Harnby, a fiction editor. But what does that mean to me? When we write dialogue, we usually include what is called a dialogue tag that tells us who is doing the speaking. For example, I think you're awfully nice, Miranda said. Miranda said is the dialogue tag as it tells us who is doing the talking. Dialogue tags are even more important when several people are having a conversation, as it allows us to follow along. I think you're awfully nice, Miranda said. That's very sweet of you, Ellie replied. Remember that we want to use a variety of our words for our tags and not just the words said. Moving beyond dialogue tags. However, people don't just say or reply to things. They are usually doing and feeling things while they say it. When we add this kind of information to our dialogue, we call it the narrative or action beats. Let's see how changing the action beats of our dialogue changes its meaning. I think you're awfully nice, Miranda said, smiling brightly. That's very sweet of you, Ellie replied, reaching out to shake Miranda's hand. In this case, we would infer that both Miranda and Ellie are very nice, happy young ladies who are pleased to meet each other because of the narrative beat being used. Let's look at another example. I think you're awfully nice, Miranda said sharply. That's very sweet of you, Ellie replied, rolling her eyes before abruptly walking away. Here, we see a different situation. The writer has not only used a different narrative beat, but has also included italics to stress the words awfully and sweet, so that we know that they're being used sarcastically. This makes us infer that neither Miranda nor Ellie are particularly pleased with meeting each other. There are three main uses for action beats. According to the writer's manual, action beats can be used for three distinct purposes. 1, to control pace, 2, as a vehicle to add descriptions of people and places, and 3, as a place for characterization. But remember, it does take time to master this skill. Summary. Narrative beat, or action beat, is the mixture of dialogue tags, i.e. who is doing the talking, and other information that shows us what the speaker is doing, what the speaker is feeling, what the speaker is thinking, and much, much more.